Hello, ladies and gentlemen, it's Servitor, and it's time for a TV review. Now, this is my first one on this channel. I'm glad to have you all back with me, speaking and not posting short content on YouTube here. But I really wanted to talk about this show. I didn't know how much I wanted to talk about it until I've seen it. There's 2 episodes out currently. This is a HBO Max exclusive. I hope you can hear me right. I'm pretty far from my camera. I wouldn't usually be this far. But this is a special video. First off, happy Martin Luther King's Day. Now, well, that's the only good news you're gonna get. School's off for students who watch my channel. And if you were one of the sorry people who went to school, I do feel sorry for you, because you had to drive to school. Anyway, I want to talk about Velma, the show, not the character, although I'm going to have to talk about the show's character. Velma is possibly the second most popular Scooby-Doo character from the Mystery Gang. She boosted highly in popularity over the past 5-6 years. This is just as I was starting to leave the Scooby-Doo fandom. I'm not super into it as much anymore. But the latest thing I've watched of Scooby-Doo was the Scoob movie, which I was a fan of. I was a pretty big fan of. I had nothing really bad to say about it. I personally really enjoyed it. I'm still sad the prequel isn't coming out. It was canceled. But yeah, I play multiverses. I'm a pretty big multiverses fan. I main Shaggy. I've also played Velma. I really like her moveset. But that being said, that's all you're gonna get out of non-Velma anything. So let me start off here. I 5 minutes. It took 5 minutes to turn this trash off. Now, I came into this show completely unbiased. Well, okay, that's not completely true. I hoped for the best, but I realized that I wasn't going to get that. I wasn't going to get the best. The best the show was going to give me was a few laughs, maybe a ha, maybe that one was clever, maybe just one of those. I see no reviews of this show other than Veilskibums, because that's one of the main ways I was going to watch the show. If he gave a good review, he didn't. He said 2 positive things, and that was it. I wasn't going to watch this show. I really wanted to talk about this show, but I didn't want to talk about it without watching it. Now, I already made a video regarding this. I deleted it. I didn't upload it. I couldn't get past the first 5 minutes. In 5 seconds, to be specific. I couldn't get past it. But I deleted the video because that review was just horrible. I pressed play, and I watched both the episodes. I won't be talking about the second at all. At least not until I get to Fred's part. This won't be an in-depth review. This will be me regarding the characters of the Scooby Gang. Ironically, Scooby-Doo isn't here. So yeah, the characters are what I'm going to be pushing up upon here. So yeah, like I said, 5 minutes. It took 5 minutes to turn this trash off. This feels like a dream you're glad to wake up from. The first minute is really all you need to watch. And I mean this. The first minute is really all you need to watch to know how the whole show, in this case 2 episodes, is going to play out. And probably the rest. Oh boy. I'm sorry. I'm getting flashbacks to an hour or 2 ago. Obviously, spoiler alert. The first minute, have 2 roaches having a little too much of a good time. I kid you not. A minute 3 seconds, a minute 4 seconds in, you have 2 roaches having too much of a good time. The problem is, an adult Scooby-Doo show can work. Look at Mystery Incorporated, right? That was epic. If you want a non-Scooby example to help me further prove that I'm right, Mike Tyson's Mysteries. I love Mike Tyson's Mysteries. I think they have one of the funniest shows I've seen in my entire life. Great, I haven't seen it in years. I bet me watching it right now, I'll like it more than I did before. If I sound weird, I'm sorry, my nose is stopped up. Um, okay, back to the show. What I'm saying, I pointed out those two examples because one is a Scooby Doo related, quote unquote, adult uh, themed show, as in it focuses on directed story plot lines that carry on. It has a big impact on the show. Characters have major development. All these themes are present in this show that weren't previously. It's amazing. It's amazing. Okay, it's one of the first shows that I've started watching back to back to back, like episode after episode after episode. Anyway, it's great for all ages, is what I'm saying. This is like adult comedy themed. It's horrible. It's not good. Adults are complaining about this. It has a 7% on Rotten Tomatoes, and I hate Rotten Tomatoes with a passion. But 70% audience score, that speaks volumes. Even at Metacritic or Metascore, other places, 2 stars, 1.9, 1.7. That's horrible. Those are audience scores, audience ratings. It's just I would never judge off of Rotten Tomatoes, which is another reason I watch it for myself. I would never judge. Okay? I never. Maybe I should have this time. Maybe I should have. Okay, back to this trash. Every character is ruined, torn apart, and figuratively stripped for parts. First, Daphne. No pun intended for the first 5 minutes of this show. No pun intended. But first, Daphne. I don't care about race swapping, okay? I don't. If they fit the part, they fit the part. Alright? I don't care. But this, come on. One of her first jokes, quote unquote, is that she's Asian. Am I bugging? Is that weird? Look, I'm gonna hop on to the next shell of a character, because other than that, she has nothing. Nothing to her. Other than that one controversial scene, I think in episode 2. Yeah, that one controversial scene at the end of episode 2. I don't care. I don't care at all. How are you going to race swap a character for the sole reason of making jokes about the character being race swapped? And that's for every single character except for Fred, because he's the only one not race swapped. It's just race swapping a character for jokes about them being race swapped. It's not funny. It's a waste of a character. It's a waste of people's time watching this show to have every joke, most of them are race, but the jokes that aren't about race be completely not funny. It's a shame, and it's time. It's wasted time. And I'm sorry, I sound really weird right now. I know. I my nose is stopped up, but it's time you'll never get back. Especially me, because I wrote a script. I wrote a script about this, and I hate writing. I could name 5 other things I wrote scripts from, and I've been on YouTube since 2016, 2015, alright, on my other account, alright, on to the next shell of a character, Norville, not Shaggy, but Norville. I hate Norville. If you don't know, I'm black, just pointing that out there. I'm not trying to, say I hate Norville, I'm racist, alright, no. Okay, I hate him. He's the definition of the words miscast and misfire. Who asked for this? Who he makes at the bare minimum 2 jokes when it's like he's required to make at least 2 jokes when he's on screen, and none of them land. Not one. I don't know what they were aiming for, but it wasn't to please. He's like your friend's younger sibling that no one likes, not even your friend. One of the biggest parts of his character is that he hates drugs. Okay, one of the biggest parts of his character is that he hates drugs. The worst part is how he sounds. You expect Shaggy to put on that classic Shaggy voice. Right? Old boy Scoob. I can't do it. I'm not even gonna attempt. But that old boy Scoob, we gotta solve this mystery, whatever. Zoinks. But he doesn't even try. It's like that one Robin Hood movie that came out in the 90s, where he said, I'm making an English accent, you can trust me, I'm making an English accent, unlike the actors who portrayed me before me. because a joke is that people who are acting out live action Robin Hoods wasn't really making the accent or even trying to be English at all. You say you can trust me, I'm English. I'm making the accent. Every Shaggy up until this point, excuse me, made the accent. This guy, he talks just like me. How did you pass auditions not even sounding as Shaggy? Like, what? Is it because he's not white anymore that you're not doing the accent? I'm just curious. I don't know why this upsets me so much. Probably because Shaggy is one of the most lovable characters in fiction. For you to change him so much and take what's iconic about him away? He makes the most meta humor here, by the way. Not funny whatsoever. I'm sorry. It's just... Why? Why waste a character? Why throw money away at an actor who portrays a lovable character so poorly? And I'm not even upset that there's a Shaggy without Scooby. Obviously that's an issue. But I'm not upset. If you do it right, maybe I could turn the other way. But this was just blatantly horrible. Next up, let's go on. Let's move. Next is the misplaced title character Velma Dinkley. What can I say that hasn't been said? Let's remove the key character Scooby-Doo and replace him with a race-swapped, unfunny, mind-numbing Velma Dinkley. I should have added eye rolling in this script. I blame the VA for me making a script. I made a friggin' script for this horrendous adult comedy. I got question marks, quotation marks everywhere. Comedy, because I haven't laughed once. It felt like a chore to sit through. It felt like I was watching She-Hulk all over again. But I can't really compare that. I don't know which is worse. But they both felt like chores to sit through. Golly. I made a friggin' script for this horrendous adult comedy. This feels like Velma. And this feels less like Velma and more like her VA if she was to pick a character to portray in Ready Player One. You know what I'm saying? For those of you that don't know, it's like, customize a character in video games. That's what it felt like she did. She didn't make Velma. Okay, maybe she put Velma, she sprinkled Velma in here and there with her look, her physical appearance, maybe. But everything that Velma, quote unquote, portrays in this show, I just feel like this is her. If she made like an original character, if she made an OC and just labeled it under a character, she labeled it under Velma. She put the whole mystery gang in here by Scooby-Doo, and bada bing, bada boom. Here's how the show turned out. A waste. Oh, it's not a waste. It's the highest animated premiere of HBO Max, which was a pretty low bar to pass, but hey, they passed it. Congratulations. Most of it's hate watching, but anyway, congratulations. They're going to make a second season because people are hate, including me. I am partly to blame. I am also hate watching this trash. Okay? And I am partly to blame for if there is a season 2, God forbid, that's going to get made. It's that bad. Don't waste your time and energy. Okay? Go watch actual good Scooby-Doo content. Okay? Go play Multiverses. Alright? You like Velma? Play Velma there. Don't ruin and rewrite a pre-existing character with an already established and gigantic fan base. Enough said. Finally, Fred. The one character I had hope for. The one sliver of hope. Fred. Completely ruined. Nothing like his character. And bullied by everyone. Even background characters. Even no names. Mindy Kaling, is that her name? Mindy Kaling? Yeah, she sucks. She sucks. I never hated an actor or actress because of the character they portrayed. But yeah, she's the exception. She is the one exception. I'm sorry, I just really don't like her. Because of this. Yes, I'm judging someone off of someone they played. Huh. Where was I? Oh yeah. Fred, the one character I had hoped for, completely ruined, nothing like his character, and bullied by everyone. What did the people making the show have against Fred? Who had this one-sided rivalry against a fictional character created more than likely before they were born? All this being said, to me, he's the most enjoyable part of the show. The biggest reason is I feel as if he can be unruined by the end. I feel like he can become the friend we all know and love, or maybe close, maybe most similarly than all other characters. Unlike the other characters, Velma, Daphne, Norville, I feel like he's the one who will come around with the Scooby-Doo fan base. He'll actually have some decorum. Maybe that's false hope. But hey, I'm out, everybody. It's been Servitor. It's time for me to close off this video. If you agree, tell me if you agree. All right, I want to know if I'm insane. I'm not trying to hate race swapping. Like I said, I don't care. There's a black Superman in the comics. I don't care. I like it. I mean, it's okay. As long as the story's good, as long as the actor, actress, the voice actress, live action, whatever, they portray the character good enough, I don't care. I like Velma in Scoob. She was race swapped. I haven't heard any negative reactions to that Velma. If I was to hear some, I would have to go looking for it. Like I haven't been looking for it. I haven't found it. Unlike this show, where I don't know. I'm known for my odd likes. Okay, I'm pretty much known for my unpopular opinions, my hot takes. I think Transformers: The Last Knight is in the top 3 best movies, up there with Bumblebee and Transformers 1. I like the Michael Bay Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle movies. Like, I'm known for my unpopular opinions. But this, I think, like I said in my unpopular opinions video part 2, I think Boruto's voice actor, I think Boruto's voice in dub is better than Naruto's voice in dub. Like, hey, I like I like the adult characters design in Boruto. I think they have some of the best ones. I need to get off anime for a second. What other unpopular opinions can I do to show that I'm not trying to be biased or show any unprovoked hate towards this? Oh, that's right. They trolled Scooby-Doo fans in the first teaser trailer, and even in the official trailer, that I tried my hardest to steer away from. They joke and they clown Scooby-Doo fans, and as a Scooby-Doo fan, I'm a little butthurt by that. Like, how are you gonna hate? Like, even in the first episode, they attack fans, specifically the adult fans, and this is an adult comedy. That just because it's an adult comedy series doesn't give you the right to attack your adult fans. I'm turning 18 this year, so you know, when I rewatch this in the later half of the year, I feel attacked even more because then I'll be a legal adult in my country. Enough of ranting. Look, I'm sorry. This isn't good. It's not. It's not. Now, does this have potential? Absolutely not. The potential that it may have comes from one character, and that's Fred, because although he is ruined, I did put that he was ruined, right? The character, yeah, he's completely ruined, like every other character here. But I feel like he can come around in the end. So will I be watching episode 3? More than likely, only for Fred. You bet your bottom dollar. Not because I like the show, not because I like Fred, but because I have hopes. I have hopes that this one character will create a domino or butterfly effect that will somehow lead to the other characters positively impacting this show. Okay, I gotta stop talking. I'm pulling that shit out my butt. Thank you for watching. Leave a like if you like. Comment if you agree or don't agree. If you think this show was good, please comment. Please. I really want to know why. Like, I genuinely do. If you have no interest in watching this show, don't watch it. Don't fall under peer pressure, okay? Because this show is all over Twitter right now. I don't have Twitter, but from what I know, this show is all over Twitter right now. Yeah, this has been Servitor, and it is time for me to finally press that square on my camera to end this video. Peace. Oh yeah, happy Martin Luther King Jr. Day. Oh yeah. Oh, also, shameless plug. I have an Instagram. I'll try to leave it in the comments below or the description, whatever, if I can. If not, I'll probably just make a community post. Anyway, before I get out of hand, bada bing, bada boom. I am out. Peace. Bada bing, bada boom. That sucked. Yeah. See ya.